Hi guys, welcome back. My name is still David. Welcome back to BitFenix. And today I am going to show our new case, the Merc. Okay, let's start by taking a look at some of the externals of the Merc. First of all, the bezel, the front panel. As you can see, this time around, it's a little bit more toned down design, but it's very streamlined, very smooth, and it's somehow ruggedly texturized, but still nice to touch. As you can also see in the front there, there's three 5.25 inch drive bays and one external 3.5 inch for card readers, floppies, and if you still use those. Another thing you'll see straight on, it's on top you have two 120mm fan. But here's where things are different, because the Merc comes in two versions. One is called Alpha. This is the Alpha, and the Alpha has top fans, two 120mm fans. The Beta version has no top fans, because maybe you prefer a more streamlined look. You just don't want to have these holes here. Maybe you're afraid of dust, or maybe you just always put your Coke on top of your computer. And then I'm sorry for you, but then you should probably cover it up. So, Merc Alpha, top fans. Merc Beta, no top fans. Otherwise, they are exactly the same. Also, what you can see from the outside, the side panel here has room for two more 120mm fans, or you just leave it as a passive intake for negative pressure cooling setups. And yeah, that's the externals of the Merc. Okay, next let's take a look at Merc's I/O front panel. From left to right, if you're standing in my position. Otherwise, you guys are probably going to say right to left. We have a reset button, a power button, some activity LEDs, headphone and microphone connectors, as well as 4 USB 2.0 ports. And that is the I/O of Merc. Okay, next, before we jump inside the Merc, let's take a quick look at the rear. First thing you see, obviously, is the rear fan. It comes pre-installed with one 120mm fan, but you could also switch that out for a 92 or 80mm fan if you happen to like those. Also, if you are an external water cooling enthusiast, you can pull two tubes out the back here, and there are 7 PCI slots, as well as a bottom-mounted multi-directional power supply seat. Lock loop and side panel removal is by means of thumb screws, so it's all pretty convenient and easy to open up. Alright, so after popping off the side panel here, we can take a look at the inside of the Merc. Everything is black and nice, so are the cables actually. So super smooth, all black look on the Merc. You have 3 5.25 inch drive bays for bigger drives, burners and such, and 7 3.5 inches for hard drives. And way on the bottom here, there is one more little seat for a 2.5 inch hard drive, or obviously nowadays SSD, right? In the front, you can put two 12cm fans. In the bottom, another 12cm fan, and as already mentioned, another one in the back, and 2 on top if you buy the Alpha version. The Beta version does not have top fans, again. So, in total, including the side panel 2 fans, you can put no less than 8 120mm fans in the Merc Alpha and 6 in the Merc Beta. As you've already seen, there's a bottom-mounted power supply. The motherboard tray here has a cutout for easier swapping of CPU coolers, and cable ties on the back side, and holes for such a small case is still pretty decent. You can hide cables away. If you're careful, you can still do a good job of cable management. And finally, something I know everyone wonders about. This ruler here is 30 and then some centimeters long, and you have roughly 32 centimeters of clearance. So long graphics cards, no problem. And that, boys and girls, that is the inside of the BitFenix Merc. Alright, that is the BitFenix Merc for you. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.